Okay, y'all, we need to sit down and have a chat because 2020 has not been anyone's year, and we need to start thinking towards 2021. And by that, I mean expect what's happening now to keep happening and figure out what we're going to do to actually make our own businesses viable, especially when, like me, my business relies on me to be around people. A lot of people. For at least a couple of hours, if not 10 to 16, depending on how rough of a filming day something is. So, that is today's video. I'm going to talk about what my plan is for 2021. If you want to share your plans down in the description, not in the description, down in the comments below, please do so. And let's get into the video. Now 2021 is going to be a weird year for me because it is half chasing my creative dreams and planning my creative dreams mainly, but also figuring out a way to hit 10K. Because the past couple of years I've hit maybe $1,700 in a year. The business is supported by my full-time job where I would like the business to be supported by itself. And I don't have that much in terms of expenses once I got all buying the equipment out of the way the past 2 years. But I haven't been able to make a lot of money because I've had some health issues, which thankfully in 2020 I got a handle on. But I really didn't feel comfortable being on sets and going after multi-day sets for 10 to 16 hours a day because I didn't know if I would make it down. And I finally have control, mostly. Don't know why something is wrong with me, but I've figured out ways to cope with it, which is so nice. And while I won't be going after those shoots a lot this year, because one, they're probably not happening, and two, I don't want to get sick or make any of my family sick, I'm excited to have the option. But since I don't really want to go out and get people sick, I needed to come up with a way that I could make money with as little contact as possible. So one of the things I'm doing is adding a service of web design through Webflow. If you don't know what Webflow is, long story short, it is a designer's WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. You design it, spits out clean code, you can host it on their site, and it is secure. They handle all the backend if you want to, or you can export it to WordPress. But that was one of the things always holding me back. As a teenager, when I wanted to make websites and sell that as a service, was the security part of it. I didn't want to put anybody I was making a website information, their business, whatever it was, at risk. So I was like, nope, I'm good. I found photography and I love photography, and that security issue wasn't there. So I went into my natural talent, which was photography. But if you can't tell, I miss it. So I'm going to start making websites and selling that service. And it's also something that fits into the name and what I'm doing, because producers and directors need websites for their films, for themselves. Hi there, I can do that. I'm a jack of all trades, I can do lots of things. And hopefully that'll bring in a good amount of money to hopefully help me hit that 10K. If not, at least get part of the way there. If I could hit 5K, that would be nice, because I don't have that much in terms of expenses. So the other plan for 2021 is lots of creativity. So over the course of the next 2 months, I'm going to be focusing on writing the scripts for a web series and or short film. I'm not exactly sure which direction it's gonna go because I don't know how long it's gonna be. Maybe I can fit it into a short film, but it's always been in my head as a cute little web series. So I'm gonna be working on that. I'm not saying what it is, because it's still not fully formed. I have a good portion of the idea, but I don't want to say something and then it's completely wrong. But that is going to be produced through Those in Motion once everything is safe to do. So the plan is, next 2 months, write it. Over the course of next year, get feedback, rewrite it, pre-production, get everything figured out so that as soon as COVID is no longer an issue, it's a little bit iffy to say, but more life goes back to maybe not normal, but functioning kind of like it used to, at least in terms of film sets, even if it's wearing masks and stuff, it's not having to panic or worry about getting sick. I can go like that. Because I'm not going to do it during all this. It is a passion project. I am not a fan of someone getting sick and dying because I wanted to shoot a passion project during an epidemic. Pandemic. Similar words, different meanings. You know what I mean. My passion project is not worth someone's life. And also I need to save money to do it because it will be money that is coming out of my personal account versus the business's account. But the end product will end up on this channel because I'm also going to do the BTS on it. I'll talk about writing it. And hopefully by the time that would be filmed and edited and comes out, which could be between 2 to 5 years, who knows? This channel is at a point where I can monetize it. So it's the long game for that. It's the very long game for that. The other thing that I plan on is something I've had in my brain for actually about 6 years. I just hadn't really gotten around to thinking I could execute it yet. The idea is to go around and photograph people. I'm not going to say who because I want to keep it to myself until I start doing it. But I'm going to make a photo book. That's the simplest form. I am making a photo book that is going to include me interviewing on camera for you guys, the people that I'm photographing, and also showing the behind the scenes of shooting them and doing the interview and all that stuff. But in my head right now it involves me traveling, which is not really a thing you can do right now. And on top of that, both this photo book journey and the film itself are gonna cost money. I'm not exactly sure what the travel for the photo book would be, probably a couple $1,000s, but the short film could cost anywhere from $2,000 to like $24,000, which is probably not gonna happen very soon because I have student loans I still need to pay off, and I'm gonna get those out of the way before I start doing any short films. So this script's gonna be good. It's the simplest way I can say this. It's gonna be so long, it's gonna be a good script, hopefully. And the other plan is, if you're interested, I'm going to start working with a local printer to print some of my photography that I love to sell on my website, which I'm going to redo in Webflow. Hey, it's all coming full circle. I'm excited. I am honestly really excited because I've been in such a creative rut the past couple of years, and it's nice to have a goal and not just be tied to a screen at work or at home watching YouTube videos on the internet. I'm excited to have something that isn't technological to focus on. It is just creating something or developing a skill, or I'm trying to think how to say this. It's nice to be doing something because I want to do it and not because I have to do it. And it's making 2021 seem less scary than what it will actually turn out to be. Too long didn't watch. I'm going to be doing some interesting stuff over 2021. Next couple of months, I'm taking a masterclass in Webflow so I can make websites in 2021. I'm going to start writing scripts for a web series / short film so that I can start filming that as soon as the world goes back to maybe not normal, but something resembling what we used to know. And I'm also going to plan for a photo book, and I'm going to start selling prints and postcards and all that fun stuff. So if you're interested in learning about that, if you want to keep up with what's going on, if you find me interesting, please subscribe, like this video. I'm excited to really start this journey on YouTube. with you guys and with those in motion. So please stick around. If you have any questions or ideas for videos you're interested in seeing from me as I start my journey in a really weird time as a set photographer, leave them down below, and I will see you guys next video. Peace.